Hello, today in this video, I wanted to talk about Kwamis. If you are not familiar with it, I will tell you everything about it. Because I feel like every miraculous fans should actually know this. Kwamis are divine beings that are formed whenever a new abstract idea or emotion comes into existence in the universe, such as creation, love, beauty, and mathematics. The very first Kwami ever to come into existence is Tiki, the Kwami of creation, who came into existence upon the creation of the universe. All of the Kwamis know each other and journeyed across the universe for eons. During their travels, they found their way to Earth and at some point and discovered their magical powers, born from the abstract concepts that they respectively embody, with Plog using his powers to cause the extinction of the dinosaurs. That's when the Kwamis realized, even though their powers were great, they were too strong and unfocused, leading to great damage. During their ancient past, the Kwamis witnessed the rise of humanity and with it, from 5 to 7 million years ago, the birth of their cousins the Renlings. However, the Kwamis were spirit-like, and thus couldn't be perceived by regular, tangible life forms, such as humans, and were therefore unable to interact with them. Despite that they had a deep yearning to learn more about humans unknowingly observing them. Until one day, 5,000 years ago, a Chinese mage figured out how to create special magical jewels, the miraculous. These jewels allowed the Kwamis to manifest in physical form, finally allowing them to communicate with mortal life forms, though the physical form can only be manifested when a Kwami's respective miraculous is in the possession of an owner. In return for the privilege of having the ability to be perceived by mortals, the Kwamis were able to grant superpowers to their miraculous owners. Through said owners they had discovered that their powers are far more manageable. From that point on, Kwamis helped the wearers of their miraculous transform into heroes and achieve good all around the world. There were instances where they became stuck with villainous owners and were forced to help them with their diabolical schemes due to being bound to their miraculous owners' every command, such as Nora and Duiso currently in the series. Some of them have made long-lasting and meaningful bonds of friendship with their owners, and to commemorate that special bond, they'd give their owner a jewel, known as a Kwagatama. A long time ago, long enough for some Kwamis to forget, a magical spell was cast upon them. They are physically incapable of speaking their owners' names to each other or any miraculous owners other than their own. However, if another miraculous owner already knows their owner's identity, then the Kwami can speak their owner's name freely. On occasion, incidents where an active Kwami would get separated from their owners or find them in trouble would occur, and often used their powers to protect them, but only as a last resort. In Sandboy, it is revealed that active Kwamis collect items from the outside world and bring them inside the miracle box to give as presents to inactive Kwamis for entertainment. Just as miraculous holders were taught about the powers of the jewels, so were the Kwamis, such as the miraculous potions, that allowed them and their owners to change into their elemental forms. However, even though they were curious about how their powers could be modified, they were forbidden by the Guardians to know as a precaution in case if they ever fell into evil hands. Over time, the Kwamis also became aware that they could unify their powers as well as the danger that came when one holder fused too many jewels together, as seen in Miracle Queen. When Stomp, Roar, and the others refused to share their activation commands after seeing Chloe's rude and selfish behavior. They also knew that Chloe could have severely hurt herself, so they refused for her own safety. They also were aware of the Guardians' code and sometimes, like their owners, shared meaningful bonds with the Guardians of their boxes. In rare incidents, not all Kwamis know the identity of the Guardian that has ownership of the miracle box they come from, such as Nora and Duiso not knowing much about Master Fu before they became separated. Sometimes, depending on certain situations or emergencies, Kwamis would often return to the home cities or towns of their previous owners, but come under the ownership of new holders, like in the case. That's all for today, because I am boring you a lot. Part 2 about Kwamis will be posted. If you wanna see it, subscribe and wait, I will post as soon as possible. Till then, bye, love you. Miraculous!